Hey Pisces, let's begin your reading, all right? Okay, so Pisces, at the heart of the reading, we have the Two of Pentacles reverse, the Hermit reverse, and the Soulmate card. So I believe that you feel, you love someone who you feel is your soulmate, but you feel like with this Balance card reverse that you're not maybe getting what you're giving, okay? And with this Hermit card reverse, you're getting tired of this, right? And I think at first you just tried to ignore it, but you're coming out of this hermit mode of just pushing things down and not dealing with it. And you're getting very clear about the fact that you don't want to feel this way, all right? So we have this card, I want to feel this way again, but it's reversed. It's like, I don't want to feel like I love someone and I'm giving more than I'm getting. I don't want to feel that way. However, I do seriously want you, all right? That's how you're feeling. I really do want you, but I just don't want to feel like the person who I want, right, my soulmate, I don't want to feel like your heart is not really in this connection. I've been feeling this way for a long time and it's making me feel really bad. I feel like you feel that their heart is not as sincere as your heart is, that they may not be as, you know, able to be as emotionally connected to you as you are capable and fully able to be emotionally connected to them. And you feel that they're, you know, they may lack sincerity here with this artificial heart coming up, right? And I see that some of the obstacles, however, in this connection has been maybe a change in the wind. So that's been an obstacle for you kind of moving away, because I feel that you have thought, well, maybe they'll change. You know, if I'm just patient, if I'm loving enough, if I'm understanding, maybe they'll just change. But all the while, you know, with this downcast pride, it's been hurting your pride to have to subject yourself to this person who you might feel, you know, that, yeah, I don't know, that maybe they can't give and love the way you can, and that maybe on some level you could be settling, you know? I see that somebody has a real deep knowing about the character of this person. Like maybe they're just not on your level, and maybe they can't give what you're able to give for whatever emotional reasons that, you know, they have. And so I don't know, but this whole situation has definitely affected your self-esteem. And you've waited for them to change, and you've been very patient with them changing and trying to understand where they're coming from, right? But the obstacle here is the Angel of Fidelity and the Six of Pentacles. This could be work. I mean, fidelity, with the Pentacles, it could be work though, you know, like you're with a workaholic, or maybe you have considered other people, or maybe you feel, I mean, there's so many different type of scenarios. Maybe you feel like, I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, you know, because that's very painful if you feel like you love a soulmate and there could be other people that they're given to, you know. So that's kind of between you and spirit. But also the Six of Pentacles could represent the fact that you can't go because of financial reasons right now, right? Or it could just basically mean that the main obstacle with you leaving is that this is not a give and take situation that's equal. I feel like, you know, here you are given and they're given breadcrumbs. Like you feel like they're breadcrumbing you, and it doesn't make you feel good. Not at all, in fact. And it's really been eating with your self-esteem, says Spirit. And so, you know, consequently, I feel that some of you have, I don't know, you felt alone, so you just kind of felt alone in this relationship for so long that you finally kind of moved to your head instead of your heart. And I feel that you're still dealing with them, but you feel orphaned by them. Or maybe one of the reasons that you're dealing with them is because you guys have children and you don't want your children to not have a mom or a father or come from a broken home. It could mean all kind of things, right? But I think you're starting to feel like either you're dealing with a fool or maybe you're a fool for dealing with this person that makes you feel some kind of way. It's like, I don't know, you're starting to say, I don't know if love is enough. I've loved you for so long and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for you to change, but I don't feel like, you know, you're changing. And it seems to me that some of you are starting to boss up a little bit. Like Spirit is saying, there are some of you that are starting to recognize that you are very sensual, right? And you're being guided into your sensuality. To remember that just because this person doesn't reciprocate your affections the way you want, or just because they're not able to give the way you want someone to give, doesn't mean that someone else can't, right? I just kind of feel that, you know, you want this person, you don't want to leave, you want to hold on to them, you want to make it work, but it's kind of tearing you apart. Fragmentation is here. You're feeling fragmented and you feel like their heart is just not capable of being where your heart is, and you've been knowing that for a long time. And I feel like you feel fragmented. Your heart, your self-esteem has been very much so affected by this person's inability to commit to you, and at the same time, you know, they won't let you go. So I kind of feel like, oh, no, Pisces, they sound kind of selfish. I don't mean to talk about your person, child, but they sound kind of, you know, on the selfish side here, right? And it seems like the problem is you want something stable. You might even as so much as want a marriage, something solid, something consistent. And I feel like they kind of keep themselves independent of the relationship with the Nine of Pentacles here, right? And with the Knight of Wands. It's like they might be a playboy. I find that one of the obstacles, problem could be too, that maybe they have money or they are very sensuous. Maybe you guys have good sex. I feel that you really desire this person. They could be a challenge, you know, let me see if I can catch you, right? Or the challenge could be, the problem could be that you want something more stable and they just, with this artificial heart, are not able to give it because of childhood trauma, because of, you know, whatever. You could be dealing with, like I said, someone who is not able to be exclusive with people. They're not giving you the type of commitment that you know that you are worthy of and that you want really bad. The other problem is the lack of friendships in your life, a lack of sisterhood, right? You know, you might need the support in order to do what you need to do for yourself. But this person is coming in like a parasite, a little bit lower than a parasite, and you're getting rid of that. It's like he's just been sucking, 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 taking, 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 or vice versa, and you're getting to the point now where it's like, I don't know, Spirit is saying that it could be time for you to walk away from a situation that's causing you to feel stabbed in the back. You know, walk away from a situation so you can heal from a person who is seeing multiple people, or talking reckless, or treating you reckless, or just not giving you the type of emotional commitment or relationship that you so deserve. And you're already pretty much in your head instead of your heart about this situation. You know, it's like I've been feeling you've been disconnecting yourself from this situation for a long time, and with the Fool card here, you're ready for something new. You're ready for a new adventure, a new person, a new lifestyle, something different, right? Because the longer you stay waiting for this person to change, I feel like, excuse me for coming into your reading, but I kind of feel like Spirit is saying tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. It's like time is just passing by, right? I know you feel like this is your soulmate, but then there's a part of you that's starting to like boss up and say, maybe there's more than one soulmate, especially if you're not really reciprocating my feelings, right? Now, interestingly enough, Pisces, I read this about your horoscope. It says, get ready for a big shift, Pisces, from July 17th all the way into January 11th, 2025. The lunar nodes will move into Aries Libra axis, activating the parts of your chart that govern your income, values, and resources, right? So over the next year and a half, it looks like you'll host the North Node in Aries, and your prosperous, productive second house will enable you to radically earn and change the way you spend and invest. You might start flipping houses. You might purchase a house. You might get promoted, because actually in your near future, I see the 8 of Pentacles. So this thing that's happening is like July 17th. It's been, well, Venus goes into retrograde, but also the sun moves into Leo on the 22nd, which is your 6th house, which starts you to boss up and get stuff in order and boss other people too and get really organized, especially financially. For the next year and a half, Pisces are just going to be coming up, right? With this World card represent like a major purchase. You could purchase a house. You could, like, maybe some type of lifelong dream comes true. You might get your PhD. You might become a therapist, right? The World represents some type of cycle ending. So I feel that the cycle of you giving more than you are receiving is going to end. I don't know what in your past made that okay, but it's not going to be okay when Leo hits your 6th, or when Leo starts doing whatever it's about to do, and your 6th house do what it do. It's like, time's up, buddy, gotta go. Yes, child. Because the card that comes in your near future is the new life. And Spirit is saying, let go of these situations that were not working for you, right? And focus on the new. Because with this 8 of Pentacles here, it looks like there's a new promotion, there's new opportunities. I feel that like you're back, look at this card. You have your work outfit on and you're focused. You're not even looking at love, really. Right? But I do see new opportunities coming, but I feel that you're not even focused on, especially somebody that's not giving you what you deserve. You might still deal with them, like with the Fool here. I see that you may fool around with them. You might hold on, smell the roses, do some fun things with them. But I think that overall, if somebody else comes in and they're giving you the world, I definitely feel that you will explore that. Right? And this person will actually realize how unhappy they are without you. And Spirit is saying you would be so much more happier without this person in your life. Anyway, and there's new opportunities like that is going to be awaiting you. Your near future shows a new life, Pisces. Like, look at how this person is breaking free from that egg. There's a new life that includes promotion, that includes doing quality work. And it also includes doing work on some cases that is known worldwide. You might, with that stuff that's getting ready to happen to you, you might be moving into a period of time where people know your name or your website. Now, the world could also represent the World Wide Web, right? You could be building a website, building something new, starting or rejuvenating a web business, an online business. The World Wide Web is what the World card can mean to me sometimes, right? But yeah, the Spirit is saying that, I don't know, it's time to go. Interestingly enough, we start off the reading with the 2 of Pentacles reverse, and then the message that Spirit has for you is, it's time for you to explore new charts, new territories in the world, right? If you still want to deal with that person, that's fine, but also begin to move into something different. it's like Spirit is saying it's time to let go of that which no longer serves you. Because you really did, with the Hermit here, you really have given something your all. And if you're not getting the reciprocation, then yeah, it is definitely time to let go and to have faith. Because I feel here, I saw something else happening in your horoscope. That it looks like karmic relationships are coming to an end. It says with the lunar south node in Libra and your sector of intimacy and shared resources, and karmic relationships are ending as we move into this sun being in Leo, right? And there's a blessing on new love and new friendships that are entering into your life. Right? So as this karmic relationship ends, you might even meet a Sagittarius. I just feel like the next karmic or the next cycle is you're going to be blessed with love. Instead of just giving, you know, you've reached this point where that's no longer acceptable for you. And maybe in the past, I was willing to accept it because of how I felt about you. But now, even if I love you, if I don't feel like you're reciprocating, I will terminate the connection. Yes, with this world here, you know what I mean? And also, there's going to be a blessing on your love situation that will lift the sadness, especially as you begin to explore new people, new things. They're saying, Spirit is saying, you know, you need to just focus on your happiness, and let go of burdens and people and things. That it could be a job, it could be an adult child, it could be a home, it could be a project, right? I feel that some of you really have a calling on your life to motivate others, to inspire them. I feel that other people are listening to you, and they even get guidance from you on how to handle things. I do see a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo who you do not know. So if you're already dealing with one, this is not the person, right? But I do see someone maybe over 40 who has a very commanding presence and strong convictions and strong leadership skills, who is going to be very much so attracted to you, right? The World Wide Web could even represent new online scenarios working out, right? And some of them are going to make you very happy. I see that in some cases, you might, if this is how you choose to get down, right? In some cases, if you do the online thing, it might be new friendships. In other cases, it might be a new love. I don't know, right? But what I do know is that you are definitely leaving the past behind. And I see that as you move out of the first half of July into the next half of July, is kind of like you're between worlds. You're leaving this dark world, this dark energy where your love was not reciprocated, where money was funny, where you were worried about money. And you know, as your sixth house get that shake up, you're getting ready to just really just boss up and leave behind uncooperative people, places, or things. You're only going to focus with people who are cooperating with you, and you're going to leave behind people that are not cooperating with you. And I do see a very strong presence of a Sagittarius, and I see that you are going to very eloquently, all right, very smoothly balance both worlds. You're going to harmonize and balance, leaving the old and reaching for the new. Because see, I don't feel like you're going to have to do this with no contact. You can still have contact with this person. It's just that you are outgrowing the world that you used to live in, where is the world card, child? I don't know what I did with it. But I feel like you are abandoning the world that you used to live in, where, here we go. You're abandoning the world that you used to live in, where you were the only one that was giving and this person was just taking. Or you might abandon the world where you were living in, where somebody was given to more than one person. You know, like I said, that's kind of hurtful, so I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't know what was going on with you. But For some of you, there's the angel of fidelity. Maybe you weren't faithful because you were unhappy and you weren't able to give all that you had to your marriage. And so maybe that's you willing to give that behind and like really focus on the new life with your spouse. I'm not really sure. But the cards are saying focus on your new life. Focus on what's ahead. There's so many great people, great situations, right? I see, like I said, a blessing of love is in the future, a blessing on friendships, and it looks like with the Temperance card, it's going to be very easy to acclimate this transformation, okay? So the last thing, Spirit is just saying, have faith. Know that I'm with you. Know that I have your back and that, you know, you really have nothing to worry about. All right? So let's conclude this reading. And yeah, I feel that some of you have not been trusting your intuition because it's coming in upside down, right? And that intuition card is your card. And you might not have been doing the kind of self-care that you need as you transition between two worlds. So I feel, you know, that that's kind of like what you need to do is get back into self-love, listen to your intuition, get out the house, focus on your job, your work, focus on creating a legacy for your family, right? Let's see, what question does Spirit want you to ask yourself as we conclude this reading? Okay. What can I burn? Oh, burn it all. It says the ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, and the proof that you are not enough. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling. It's time for a rebirth. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free. Your rings are ready and use them. So make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What would your next chapter look like? All right, Pisces, so if that resonated with you, there is an extension, right? And in the extension, we're just going to hear more about what Spirit wants to say to you, right? We will do a Celtic cross and let whatever comes up, comes up. And if that sounds like something that you would be interested in, the link is in the description box at the top of the comments section. It will say click below for the extended reading. We will look at love, we will look at life, we will look at it all, okay? Thank you so much for being here, Pisces. Thank you for watching, and God bless. Also, if you want a reading, the link is in the description box. Also, if you want to learn how to read the tarot cards, you already know, and you just want to expand how you read, the link is also in the description box, okay? Thank you for watching, and God bless.